What's good, y'all? It's your boy Sean P. the Bluff Guy. Ay! And I'm back at it again with another reaction stream. Sorry, y'all. Got a little phlegm in my throat. Gotta clear that out. But today we will be reacting to another new One Piece content creator. And when I say new, I'm not saying he just started doing One Piece content. I just mean new to my radar. As far as this channel goes, and content creators that we've reacted to, he's new. Yeah, he's new to us, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe some of y'all are familiar with this content creator, but he goes by the name Captain GoldenBoy, and the video we are reacting to is Luffy's True Power, JoyBoy's Mystery Devil Fruit, the Sun God Nika. But before I get into that, first let me start off and say make sure y'all show your boy some love and hit that like button, as well as subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so y'all know when I go live. Also, if you want to stay in contact, I guess, or just stay updated of what's going on, make sure y'all follow me on my social media, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook page. As well, if you're looking for a One Piece community to be a part of, we have the One Piece Discord, the One Piece Facebook group, and just those two. My bad. I'm sorry. So all of these will be in the description box below, as well as the link to the video we are currently about to react to. Let me get into these chats. We got Angel's Room in the building. He said, yo. Then he says, hey. Hey, man. Welcome to the chat, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Angel's Room. Shout out to Angel's Room. How's it going with you, man? How's it going? I don't think I forgot about you, man. I'm not going to forget about you. I seen you. I definitely will always acknowledge you guys. You know what I'm saying? I try to get to y'all when I can. But yeah, I'm good. It's a good day to stream. Good day to do some One Piece content. How's everything your way? So, the video today. So based off of the title of the video, right? Said good, how about me? Or how about you? That's what you I'm good, man. I'm good. It's a good day. It's a little cool. It was a little cool today. It was like warm like the last 2 days, and then all of a sudden it's cool. Like the temperature where I'm at just like cool one day, then it's warm the next day, and then it's cold the next day, and then it's warm the next day. I don't know. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. But other than that, I'm good. But yeah, so based off the title that we're pretty much the title of this video, Luffy's True Power, JoyBoy's Mystery Devil Fruit, the Sun God Nika. So I'm thinking that based on the title, it's speculating that JoyBoy, for one, JoyBoy's Devil Fruit was Sun God Nika. So, based on the title, based on the speculation, it seems like the speculation is that Nika, Sun God Nika, is a devil fruit, right? Maybe not. Maybe Nika was a. I don't think the theory is necessarily saying that Nika wasn't a real person, But I believe maybe somewhere down the line, maybe the Sun God Nika turned into a devil fruit. I mean, again, I'm just kind of trying to, I guess, give my prediction on this, with this theory, where this theory is going, right? So maybe the Sun God Nika, after it's lived during its its life, I guess, maybe it became a devil fruit, and then maybe JoyBoy had that devil fruit, right? Sun God Nika, devil fruit, or maybe the devil fruit turned you into Sun God Nika. I guess, which I guess that would be the same thing, because devil fruits, when you eat a devil fruit, you're pretty much whatever it is that you consume. If you ate a magma fruit, you're magma. You can turn into magma. Luffy made a rubber fruit. He is rubber. He's a rubber man, right? So if you eat the Sun God Nika fruit, you are Sun God Nika. That's kind of what I'm assuming is going with this theory, right? And JoyBoy had said fruit, this Sun God Nika fruit. That was JoyBoy's original devil fruit, or the devil fruit JoyBoy had, right? And inherently, the Gumu Gumu no Mi is really the Sun God Nika fruit, which is what Luffy has. That's kind of what I'm predicting the video today is going, like the direction that's going. Now, what do I think? I don't know if I would if I believe that there's a Sun God Nika devil fruit, right? Like, I mean, I guess based on maybe some of the theories and the analyzing haki, the analyzation of haki that let's say Elid's made, right? And his theories, it could be connected with that when you think about it, because going off of some thoughts that I guess Elid's, me and him kind of shared, right? And I could be stating them wrong. So I would suggest you guys go watch the video yourself, his Understanding Hockey series, just to get the word from him. But trying to remember what he said, one thing he believes is that, and I could be off or maybe misquoting him a bit. One thing I feel I remember him saying is that people could pretty much create a devil fruit, right? They can create a devil fruit. Like Sanji, right? When Sanji's leg is burning and it's on fire, that's him creating a devil fruit ability. So he's in the sense creating the fire, the meta no mi, right? Because he's able to turn his leg, at least make it fire, right? Like create fire around his leg. Now I don't think it's like a Logia necessarily, but he's indeed creating abilities like devil fruits would, Like like Sanji creates abilities like a devil fruit would. Same as Zoro when he has the Ashura form, right? That's kind of like him creating a devil fruit ability. And again, I'm paraphrasing what Elids has said, so I suggest y'all go watch his Understanding Hockey series. Maybe you'll understand it a little better. So if that's the case, maybe Sun God Nika became a devil fruit. I don't know. I don't know how one becomes a devil fruit. Like maybe you have to ascend and then die, and then maybe after you're buried, like maybe if you die around like the Adam or Eve tree and you've ascended as a human, maybe you become a devil fruit. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. We got Elson Jackington in the building. He said, "My guy, what's good? What's good, Elson?" Shout out to Elson. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream, should I say. I don't know why I keep saying welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream, Elson. Right now we are talking about Luffy's potential devil fruit. We're about to react to a video, I guess, saying Luffy has JoyBoy's devil fruit, which JoyBoy had the Sun God Nika devil fruit. And I'm, right now I'm just kind of doing my my predictions, I guess. I'm doing predictions on what the video is about. So yeah, that's That's what I think. I think, like, I don't know how devil fruit is created. Like, maybe devil fruits are created from old living souls, right? Of people who created abilities, who are able to ascend as humans and manifest abilities. Kind of like we've seen, and it's not like we haven't seen it before, right? Like I already said, Desanji, like how he's able to create fire around his foot, right? And Zoro, how he's able to create like an Ashura form where he has 3 heads and I want to say what, like six arms, 6 legs, 9 swords. You know what I'm saying? So, well, not even, yeah, 9 swords, 9 swords. So, like that's some supernatural. That's kind of supernatural that that we see, like Zoro being able to do this. So imagine Zoro dying and becoming a Ashura devil fruit or something. I don't know. I don't know. I know I'm just kind of I'm a lot of stuff I'm doing is stretching, right? I'm stretching like I got the gummo no me, right? But anyway, let's get into this video. The link to this video will be in the description box, so y'all make sure y'all go show Captain GoldenBoy. Go show him some love by going and liking the video. But let's get into the video, y'all. Now, I will say this. This video, I want to say, dropped about 2 days ago. And I don't know if it got the new chapter spoilers, right? Like it might have 1043 spoilers. And I've been trying to avoid them like the plague. I know y'all have watched them, or I know y'all probably read the chapter or at least seen the spoilers. I don't know. That's cool for y'all, but I'm trying to avoid spoilers. So if this video got spoilers, we might have to find another video to watch, right? And then I might have to come back to this one maybe some other time, But let's just hope it don't have no spoilers.
Everything you know about Sun God Nika and the Gum Gum Fruit have been a lie. Who's Who is spilling all the beans to Jinbei and the readers. We know the Gomu Gomu no Mi was special enough for Cypher Pole to guard it, and we know that Who's Who is a ticking time bomb of lore, giving us hints about Sun God Nika and the past. But did you know that this classified information that he has is outdated? CP0 slipped a hint in chapter 1018, and I'll explain. What changed? What's the secret of the Gum Gum Fruit and Nika? Fate.
Hey, nigga better turn me.
Hey everyone, GoldenBoy here. With all this talk about a legendary mystery devil fruit, there are many theories in the community that Luffy's fruit is not what it seems. I've heard of Sun Wukong, and I also saw a Threeville's video on Screen, which is a banger, go check that out. But I found something interesting on a Wano reread. CP0 accidentally slips out a big hint. In chapter 1018, the CP0 members are discussing what they should do with Who's Who, and they mention that the classified information that he has is outdated. So what exactly are they talking about? Who's Who explains that
they say it's outdated, or hold on. Said, are you sure it's him that classified intelligence he ran off with was old, and there's no real harm to the... Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I do remember that part.
That the classified information that he has is outdated. So what exactly are they talking about? Who's Who explains that there's a legend of a figure that's freed slaves named Sun God Nika. He also explains that he was guarding the Gomu Gomu no Mi. So what's the deal? Which one is out of date? And then I got thinking, why not both? I think Luffy's fruit is special. And don't worry, just because his fruit might be special doesn't mean that he doesn't have to work hard. As we all know, but sometimes are afraid to admit, fate has a role in this series. Just because Luffy's the man that will become the Pirate King doesn't mean that he's lazy or that it's just going to be handed to him. He was called to it, and through his actions, he will...
Yeah, I kind of agree with that point. Like, I think, like, it is fate for him to succeed, but at the same time, he still has to work and fight. It's just his determination is fated to almost overcome, you know, long as he stays determined, right? But I think there's still a possibility, you know, it's not, I hate that because what I'm about to say kind of sound paradoxical. Like story wise, yes, Luffy's gonna win. That's kind of what any story we read, right? That's any fictional story we read. The hero usually wins in the end. You know, like there's maybe few stories where the hero actually loses and the bad guy wins, but that's rare, right? That's pretty rare. So ultimately, with that pretty much trope, that story trope of the hero overcoming and winning at the end of the story, that's, you know, Luffy is going to win. You know, that's kind of the point of him being the hero. That's ultimately he's going to succeed and achieve all his goals, right? But based kind of still in the world of One Piece, Luffy is special to a degree where he's kind of the fated person to succeed, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee that it's, like he says, it's just not going to be given to him. Like him winning isn't just going to be given to him, right? He still has to fight tooth and nail to succeed at the end of the day, but it's not going to be given to him. You know, like JoyBoy, right? JoyBoy might have was fated to be the person to liberate the world during his time, right? But ultimately he failed, right? Ultimately he failed. And so now it's left to somebody who's kind of like an incarnation of him to succeed. You know, that's kind of what I get, right?
Will achieve what he was born to achieve. He will bring the dawn of the new world. I feel confident to call Luffy JoyBoy. And I also feel confident that Nika was JoyBoy, because Nika freed slaves and brought laughter to them. So if Nika is JoyBoy and Luffy is JoyBoy, then obviously Luffy is Sun God as well. Luffy's the man that will free everybody, and I think that the telos, the end goal, the purpose of One Piece, is world peace. Whether that comes in the form of destroying the Red Line, or toppling Emu, or throwing the largest party in the world, or delivering Bink's sake, all of these are for the same telos, the same end, to bring world peace. The ultimate freedom Luffy could have is to be able to explore with no wars, to not worry about protecting his weaker allies on the other side of the world. For everybody to be at peace is the ultimate freedom. Ever since I read SBS 59, where Oda drew what was on each of the Straw Hats, I knew.
Brooks says panties, laughter, tea. TT. Hold on, I kind of want to zoom out of it just because I kind of want to get a. So Luffy's is meat, king. Nami's is money, beauty. Sanji's is women, food, Nami, Robin. Robin's is study, did history secret, or do history secret. Brooks is panties, laughter, tea. Zoro's is, make sure that's Zoro, it's strong, sword. Usopp is run, fight, lie. I think, I think they kind of did Usopp wrong. I don't think he's always thinking about running, right, or fighting. You know, I think what about marksmanship, right? Being a sniper. You know, stories, entertainment. I don't know. Chopper's is medicine, doctor, sweet, trust, beast. Frankie's is weird iron. And then there's a goldfish and it says Oda world peace.
What was on each.
So that's pretty much everything that's on all their minds, right?
Each of the Straw Hats' minds. I knew what One Piece was really about. Because Oda drew himself. And the only thought recorded in his head? World peace. So if you want to argue and say that One Piece isn't a story about world peace, then I'm gonna have to counter and say, actually world peace is canon. Because according to SBS 59, the only thing Oda does, thinks, and cares about is bringing world peace. The dawn of the new world. This is Luffy's fate. Put simply, JoyBoy and Sun God are the same dude. Luffy will be JoyBoy, therefore Luffy will be the Sun God. But why is Luffy the Sun God? Why is Luffy JoyBoy? Is it because he works hard? Is it because he loves his crew? Is it because he believes in himself? Or is it because he is chosen? Fate has shed her light on Luffy time and time again. Those of the D are bound to a checkered fate. Just like Roger survived the Ed War thanks to the storm, Luffy survived his execution because of lightning. Whenever he seems down and out, he will always bounce back. This is not because of plot armor, it's because of fate. Even Whoop Slap is down for fate.
Hey, fate is plot armor though. Just to be correct, like, cause I kind of want to go off on a little tangent, man, cause it just kind of irks me. Like, people get this idea, like a lot of people get this idea that plot armor is a bad thing, like plot devices and plot armor. It's not. That's how stories pretty much progress. They progress with plot armor. Plot armor could be simply something as along the line as the main character is about to get killed and somebody, a stronger character comes to save him, right? They come pretty much make the save before that person get killed. How often does that happen in anime, right? That's plot armor. That's plot device. Because obviously that person wasn't supposed to die, so instead of allowing them to continue to die, something had to happen. There had to be somebody had to come along to pretty much save them. It's plot armor, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with plot armor. There's bad plot armor as well. There's like plot armor that's done badly, and that's usually the plot armor that people. That's usually when people call it out as plot armor, is when it's bad plot armor. Good plot armor, people don't really talk about. They don't look at it as plot armor. But it still is plot armor. The fact that he's fated to win, that means anytime he's about to die, something has to happen for him to get saved, right? Some type of armor, right? Something to protect the protagonist from dying so he could achieve his fate. It's plot armor. But again, it's nothing wrong with that. It's really nothing wrong with that. Angel's Room said world peace. Yeah, that's Oda's, ultimate, goal, I guess. And then it says fate in anime equals plot armor, but yeah, plot armor not bad. Yeah, it's like plot armor itself isn't good or bad. It's just necessary, right? But then there's a good way to do plot armor and there's bad ways to do it. There's a lot of times, especially in anime, it's common for you to get bad plot armor, and that's usually when people complain. But plot armor in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing. It happens not even just in anime. It happens in movies, other books and stories, comics, whatever you want to say. Plot armor is everywhere in fiction. So it is what it is, But it is plot armor. Let's just not act like it's not.
So come on, let's just roll with it, okay? Luffy is fated to become the Pirate King and save the world as JoyBoy. This doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. No. It just means that he's special. Things go his way. He said it. He's lucky. He's chosen to be the Sun God. Some fun with phonics. Nika comes from the word Nik, which means chosen. A few weeks ago, with the release of Chapter 1037, everybody wanted to know the name of the mysterious legendary devil fruit that the Gorosei were discussing. Many people figured it was Luffy's fruit, and then a popular theory floated around just for a little bit that Luffy's fruit will be called the Nika Nika no Mi, because of sun god Nika, and there's also the straw hat number pun for devil fruit users, the rule of numbers. That way Nika would be 2-9. Nika no Mi. This might not necessarily mean it's the sun god fruit, but it might mean it's the chosen fruits, the fruit of prophecy.
Man, that would be, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't like that name. The chosen fruit. You know, like maybe just the Nika fruit, right? You know, I think that could be a good name if it is indeed gives you sun god abilities, right? I think Nika would work, right? But the chosen fruit, it sounds a little, just sounds a little cheesy for something to be the chosen fruit. Like, and a lot of times when you hear the name of a devil fruit, you kind of get an idea of what it does, right? You know, like the gum is, you know, gum sound like rubber, right? The rubber fruit. So it has something to do with rubber, or the magma fruit, or the gora, you know. Like a lot of these devil fruits give you an idea, you know, like it's in the name, even though the name might need translated from Japanese to English, but it gives you an idea of what it does, right? I think the Pika or the Kizaros, I want to say, is the glint. I think that's what it is in English. And glint, kind of like light, you know, something like that. It's just a weird name. We got Evil in the building. Shout out to Evil. He said, "You was good, Evil." We talking some more about the sun god Nika devil fruit. But yeah, I don't know if I really rock with the name chosen fruit. Like if it's like a Nika fruit, that makes sense, right? The sun god fruit sounds a little, you know, it doesn't roll off the tongue as smoothly. So, but it definitely tells you what it is though. So, but yeah, let's continue.
And Luffy is definitely chosen. But I can explain why that's a good thing. To be chosen. It's more than just a cop-out. More than just plot armor. In religion, being chosen means being accepted. Being loved. God's chosen people. Being a member of a religious community because you have been chosen is pure. It's because no matter how strong you are or how weak you are still worthy of love. You're still worthy of happiness. Everyone is chosen. Everyone is called to love. And through religion, ideally, the end goal would be world peace. Love. Bringing the world's people together. Power to unite.
Or crusades, right? Where they pretty much go to other countries and, you know, force them to convert to their religion, or they kill them, right? Like, you know, that. I don't know if I'd say religions are about world peace, but you know, I guess like ultimately when you think of the primary goal, because you know the thing about religions and any other movement, a lot of times they have good intentions, but ultimately, you know, people kind of put their bad on it, and then it, you know, people look at it like, oh, it's bad. So some, you know, when people start religions, they definitely do have good intentions a lot of times, but no, sometimes it's just the people that become part of these organizations that kind of sway the ultimate goal of that religion. But Evil said the Buddha fruit, kind of like Sengoku. So maybe the sun god, maybe the sun god fruit could be kind of like a Hito no Mi type, right? Like the sun god Nika type, you know? I could see it being like named like the Hito no Mi sun god Nika type, you know? And we got Captain GoldenBoy in the building. He said, thanks for the coverage. Hey, you are welcome. You are welcome. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I really enjoy when you guys come be a part of the reaction, you know. I know sometimes you're curious of what what somebody is, doing a stream about what you're doing, like your video. I know I was like, oh, I wonder what he got to say. So, but let's continue.
Unites. And the power to unite is what will free the world. Luffy has had fate watching over him, and it's why he survives. It's why he surpasses the odds, and why he comes out on top. It's why he brings people together. As Mihawk said at Marineford, Luffy's most dangerous ability is to bring people together. One by one, he turns the people around him into allies. He's a Christ figure. Luffy turns the whole world into believers. He convinces enemies to drop their weapons and party together, just like Skypiea. He ends conflicts. He brings about peace. Why is Luffy the only man that can unite the world? Because he works hard? Or is it because he's chosen? I think Luffy's devil fruit is the special devil fruit that the Gorosei were discussing. Think about it. The world government was willing to pay billions of berries for Law's fruits, and it can literally grant immortality. They only call on Cypher Pole to guard the heavy hitters of the devil fruit universe. Luffy's fruit was guarded, and Who's Who, a top agent, was literally imprisoned. Luffy's fruit is at least as special as Law's Ope Ope no Mi, if not more. That's why in chapter 1041, the Gorosei decided that they must eliminate Luffy, even if it's just based on a hunch. The CP0 received a mission to eliminate Straw Hat Luffy. After discussing a legendary devil fruit, the Gorosei changed their target from Nico Robin, the only human alive that can read the poneglyphs, revealing the true history of the world, to a new target, Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like they did just all of a sudden up and change their target. And like I remember the first time I seen that chapter. I forget what was it, 1041? Not 1041. The one where Zunisha shows up and the Gorosei is talking about this mysterious devil fruit. My initial thought was that it had something to do with Zunisha, right? It was just kind of like they're talking about it. It was the timing, right? It was the timing. But yeah, like definitely the part where they kind of switched to when they changed Luffy and made him the target. Like I definitely believe that was kind of a clue that Luffy's devil fruit or Luffy, yeah, that maybe the Gorosei was talking about Luffy, right? And the fact that now, okay, I didn't read the next chapter, so don't y'all don't be spoiling nothing, But the fact that Luffy is pretty much on like pretty much defeated, right? Like I feel as though maybe this doesn't have nothing to do with the devil fruit, so probably shouldn't be talking about this, but I think like Luffy might be at death's door, and him and Zoro being at death's door, that's gonna make for some interesting things, right? Like for Zoro, it could result in maybe his swords becoming black. For Luffy, it could result in him awakening his devil fruit, right? It can also result in us seeing like spirits and stuff, like I talked about, but that's for another stream, right? Let me check these chats. We got Shane Burns in the building. He said Shane be in the building. What it do, Shane? He said, "Where my flag?" LOL, just kidding. And I'm gonna get y'all those flags, man. I know I said it. It's just I gotta get to the poster, or I gotta pretty much get to where I can mail them out right now, and I just haven't been able to. I haven't been able to yet, But I'll talk to y'all some more privately about that. Then we got One Life Man in the building. He said, "Oh man, I missed it. Congratulations, passing 50 subs." One Life Man, or he says, "Who is JoyBoy? He has the same hat as Luffy, but blue." Is JoyBoy the king of land? Well, appreciate the congratulations, man. Thank you. Yeah, I hit 50 subs like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, but it's been good, man. It's been a good ride. Definitely, I'm happy to have you guys here to grow with me. It's a wonderful thing for me. As far as who's JoyBoy, that's still a mystery. We're waiting to unravel, right? All we can do is speculate at the moment. But yeah, I don't know for sure who JoyBoy is. We assume he's the king of the ancient kingdom, pretty much. And maybe Luffy is like kind of like his reincarnation or something, right? Something along that line. And the Angel Room said, we don't know how JoyBoy looked. Yeah, that's true. We don't. We do not know. But let's continue.
And how did they even rationalize this? These orders are meant to prevent the worst case scenario, you understand. Though it's a scenario that we only know through rumor and hearsay.
Yeah.
What scenario?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Is it the awakening of the mysterious devil fruit that you were just discussing a couple chapters ago? You know, the one that you only know about through rumors and hearsay? This all but confirms it. Luffy's fruit is not the Gomu Gomu no Mi. It's changed. It's much more special. During his fight with Jinbei, Who's Who speaks of the Gomu Gomu no Mi being special, and Nika being a god figure that used to exist. But remember, the CP0 agents explain that his classified information is outdated. That's because Nika wasn't just a figure from the past, and the fruit isn't called the Gomu Gomu no Mi. It's the Nika Nika no Mi. Sun God Nika is passed down. Nik means chosen, as we discussed, and this chosen fruit isn't just a regular fruit. It might be the founding devil fruit, a god fruit, or at least the fruit of a god. The first fruit, perhaps, with the power to unite the world. Maybe even the power to do whatever you want. Forget King's Hockey, Luffy might fuck around this chapter and pop a gear 5th and unlock God's
language. Nah, I'm messing with you though. But man, you said that was some umph, man. I must say, I ain't gonna lie though. Like, I'm on board with the idea that Luffy's devil fruit is indeed special. Like, I'm not even arguing that. At this point, I think a lot of clues, a lot of evidence has been laid down that Luffy's devil fruit is special. But personally, like my opinion, I always liked it when I believed that Luffy's devil fruit was just what it was, right? It was just the Gomu Gomu no Mi. It just rubber properties. Because to me, it kind of kept Luffy grounded, right? It kind of kept him grounded. Like, so it made it seem more like, yes, he is just overcoming obstacles with pure will and determination, versus him having like a special devil fruit that could just make him overpowered at this point. So, just being honest with y'all, the idea is cool. I get it. And I'm on board with the theories, right? The theories that he has a special devil fruit. But I just always liked the fact that it was like, he just has a normal devil fruit, right? A normal non-special devil fruit. Everything he achieves is pretty much, there's some luck in it. I get it, but it's because he has that determination, right? It's kind of like the same reason that makes Zoro and Sanji badass, right? Like, they don't have devil fruits. They just they're just pure will, right? They just overcome obstacles through their own strength, right? With Sanji at this point though, it's a little different because he has that Vin Smoke DNA that alters his body and make him a lot stronger. But Zoro still kind of, Zoro still kind of plays that part though, to where he's just not special. We got Hosey, GHG in the building. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Shout out to Hosey. He said, I actually think that gum gum doesn't stand for rubber. I think it means chewing gum. A lot of people also say it would be resin. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, hey, that could be the case. But I think even like with chewing gum, if let's say the Gumu Gumu isn't like a rubber fruit, let's say it's more of like a chewing gum fruit, I still think like a lot of the principles are still pretty similar though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's it doesn't really change much other than the fact that Luffy's not really a rubber man. He's just more of a gum man, a chewing gum man that could pretty much still do the same things, we initially thought, right? But I get what you're saying, and that could be you could be on to something right there. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. But yeah, so let's continue.
Hockey. Now, I know you might counter all of this with, GoldenBoy, you fucking donut. That's a nice religious dissertation you dropped on us, but he could stretch his arms. It's the Gomu Gomu no Mi. It's been since 97. Nice try. But my response to this is that the Gorosei discussed a rumor about the awakening of a legendary devil fruit that was renamed. Then they order CP0 to eliminate Luffy just in case the worst scenario might happen. Little sus. If you binge read Onigashima, there are signs that are developing that all point to Luffy's fruit being special. First of all, when Hyogoro first sees Luffy's Gear 4th, he's in awe and he says he looks just like a Wisdom King. And just like real life Wisdom Kings, Sun God Nika was depicted with flames surrounding his head. Up next, we also had the discussion with CP0 and how the Gomu Gomu no Mi was captured. And the only other fruit that was guarded by the government personally was that immortality surgery fruits, the one that the government was willing to fork out 5 billion berries for. The Gomu Gomu no Mi is obviously special and for some unknown reason. Up next, we have the Gorosei discussing that there's a mysterious devil fruit legend and it's been renamed. Yeah, sure, maybe it was Gomu Gomu no Mi since 97, but it's been renamed. There's a mysterious devil fruit legend that's been renamed. And then, Luffy was ordered to be eliminated, even if there's only a small chance that it will be awakened. And this arc has already showcased a couple of awakenings. Luffy might be next. And finally, in the most recent chapter 1042, Kaido was getting punched by Luffy, and he even mentioned something. He said, how can he move like this? Rubber can't do that. Luffy's fruit is special. It's chosen. Think about it. Why can Luffy even go into Gear 4th? Is that something that rubber can do?
But I always kind of took it like that moment when Kaido was saying that, right? Wasn't he just pretty much doing the same thing that he did with Katakuri? That's what I got. Like how he's kind of able to change the trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Like he could punch, stop, and then turn left, and then almost like a heat-seeking missile, right? So I thought he was just kind of pointing out the same thing we pretty much seen in the fight with Katakuri, with Luffy and Katakuri, right? Like if you even go back, like let me just go back a little bit. Because, again, maybe I'm just misinterpreting. Maybe I just kind of failed to really interpret that moment correctly.
And finally, in the most recent chapter 1042, Kaido was getting punched by Luffy, and he even mentioned something. He said, how can he move like this?
Yeah, it just seems like he's just doing the normal Jet Calvin, right? Or Jack Culverin. Seems like he's just doing the normal one. Like it don't seem like he's doing nothing. Now, unless Gear 4 in general is just kind of like that. It's kind of like that on the boundary of an awakening, right? Where, yes, that always has been a clue of the awakening. Something along that line. Like I'm not sure. I don't really know if I agree that that's a clue, me personally. But One Life Man said, I still want to know what is the first devil fruit? What if Luffy's fruit is one of the very ancient fruit? I mean, according to his theory, he said that the Gumball or Luffy's devil fruit could be the first devil fruit or the god devil fruit or something, right? The original devil fruit. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's a good question. I don't know what the first devil fruit is. I have no idea. That's like one of them secrets we just waiting on, man. We just waiting on that. Evil said, love the streams. Hey, appreciate it, my guy, man. My guy, Evil, man. Like, yeah, bro. I'm glad you come. I'm glad you still, you still come through and check out the streams, man. Like that means a lot to me. It really does. And I really enjoy your content. You know, like I've already did with like 4 year videos. I don't even know if I think the only other person I would probably really done about the most like same amount of videos is like my boy Elids and probably O'Hara, right? And then you're up there with that as far as how many streams I did. And then Hosey said, in my opinion, it is also possible that there are other people than Blackbeard, how he could get 2 devil fruit powers. I think actually it is possible to get 3 devil fruit powers. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to sell me on that, because are there other people that could have had multiple devil fruits? I think it is possible, but I don't think it's common, right? Like I think it might be like maybe like it could be. Like I don't think I didn't even see. Hold on, y'all. Let me check what that notification was, cause I ain't even. Hosey, subscribe. Hey, appreciate the subscription. Hosey, I appreciate it, man. Oh man, shout out to Hosey right there. But as far as people eating multiple devil fruits, man, like 3, I think Blackbeard can eat 3, right? Like I think him, like he has the ability, because when we look at Blackbeard, his whole theme is based on 3, right? Like he keeps 3 pistols with me. His Jolly Roger has 3 skulls. He usually has 3 teeth missing, but that kind of changes, you know. We did a stream about Blackbeard yesterday, so it's like, you know, go check that out. But he has a strong theme of 3, so I think he can potentially eat another devil fruit. Now the question is, does he already have a 3rd devil fruit that we don't know about? Like, does he have a devil fruit that gives him the ability to eat 2 more devil fruits, giving him 3? Now, I had a speculation a long time ago. Well, not me. I heard a theory, but it's a theory that I subscribe to, and that theory is that Blackbeard had like a hippopotamus devil fruit. A lot of people say, why the hippopotamus? Well, Blackbeard, his whole theme is based off of hippopotamus, right? Like there was a cover page where Blackbeard was brushing his teeth next to a hippopotamus, right? And hippos, if you know anything about hippos, you could Google it right now, and they have 3 stomachs, three chamber stomachs, right? Or 3 stomach chambers or something like that. So if that's the case, right? If he has like a hippopotamus devil fruit and he has 3 stomachs, that means he has 2 extra stomachs to eat 2 more devil fruits, which would be the Yami Yami no Mi and the Gor Gor no Mi. I don't know why I forgot about that just now. But, you know, I don't know if I believe, like I kind of, you know, I heard the Kraken theory. I heard the multiple souls, the multiple personality theories. I kind of like the multiple souls personality or theory a little more, because I like to think that maybe he has Zebek's soul within him, right? That, you know, that's just my own fan canon though, right? One Life man said, wow, I think, yeah. I mean, hey, you know, that's kind of my theory. Evil said Blackbeard is an octopus. Yeah, I know Evil's theory, boy. He definitely on the Kraken, the octopus Kraken theory. I'm actually not against that theory either. I kind of like that theory too. Like, Angel's Room said hippo seems interesting. I mean, yeah, I think there's a few clues for hippopotamus one, just because, again, like, all the Shichibukai are based on animals, right? You got Boa Hancock based on a snake, Mihawk based on like a hawk, right? Kuma is a bear, crocodiles, Doflamingo, flamingos. Blackbeard, a hippo. Blackbeard is based off of a hippo, and hippos do have 3 stomachs, right? They have 3 stomachs, so that's just clue. It's not like it's not like a well formed theory that I got. It's just I think the main evidence that I have to support that theory is just the 3 stomachs and him being based on the hippo, right? But that's not like enough to really come up with a whole theory. But there might be a theory out there though, more thought out theory than I have. So I might have to look at that. I might have to go look for that one, But again, there's a lot of good theories about Blackbeard. That Blackbeard's an interesting fellow. But let's continue.
Rubber can't do that. Luffy's fruit is special. It's chosen. Think about it. Why can Luffy even go into Gear 4th? Is that something that Rubber can do? Rubber doesn't have gears. Sure, he stretches and he inflates his body, but like Kaido said in 1042, that's not something Rubber can do. You might not like to think so, but Hyogoro said that Gear 4th is a Wisdom King. This isn't a Rubber fruit, guys. Rubber can't do the things that Monkey D. Luffy can.
My argument to that would be that a lot of devil fruits don't necessarily do what they like. A lot of them go outside their limitations, right? Like for example, Kaku, right? Back in this lobby, and also Queen, because it was kind of mirrored parts, right? Where Kaku was fighting Zoro, and then he went into like a box, like he was able to almost shapeshift, like not like a giraffe, but he was like able to become a box, retract his arms and all those things. Now I guess you can argue that with zones, the fact that they're shapeshifting in the first place, that yes, even though they become animals, their body is a little more flexible to shifting, right? So like just because Kaku was a giraffe, he can still shift his body, right? Same with Queen, like Queen does stuff that's outside of his limitations. But for Queen, you could probably argue like his science, right? Like when he was able to shoot out his neck, right? And then his neck acted independent of his body, and his body acted independent of his brain. It was able to act without being connected to the brain. So it's just, I guess my only argument is like, devil fruits don't always necessarily, they're not always necessarily limited to whatever element or thing they're attached to, But I get it. I get it. That's just my only argument with that.
What about the Red Hawk? Why is Luffy burning? Don't tell me it's because the friction burns him. I'm not buying it. Rubber doesn't burn like that. If you're going to make a story about a Rubber character, there are plenty of other power-ups that I'd give to him before I think to let him control fire. He could stretch to become...
But what about Sanji? Sanji does the same thing that Luffy does, and Sanji ain't got no devil fruit. Sanji pretty much makes his leg, where Luffy makes his fist fire, Sanji makes his leg fire, right? So, but Sanji doesn't even have a devil fruit. You know what I mean? So, just throwing that out there.
I'm a giant. He could shrink to become microscopic. He could reverberate and attack with sound. He could even change the shape of his body to mold spikes from himself. I don't know. Not burst into flames. That's not a Rubber ability. You know what bursts into flames? The sun. The sun god. Nika's chosen fruit, the god fruit. And this god's fruit grants the chosen user the ability to unite the world. So I ask you, what would you do if you had the power of a god? You could control it all. But Luffy doesn't want to rule as a god. That's why he always says so. He wants freedom, not to control. It's ironic to think that such a freedom-loving man could be in the...
I will say this, though. Luffy probably the only person who's beaten the god so far in the series. He's beaten Enel. We know Enel was self-proclaimed god, and he was treated like a god too. So gods beating gods, man. Come on now. He only had a chance of beating a god because he is a god, right? No, I'm just joking. But continue.
Possession of the god fruit, the fruit that can control everything. A fruit that could change the properties of its subjects. Maybe Luffy made himself stretchy. That's why he can stretch. He didn't know it was called the Gum Gum fruit. He was just told that as a young child. Didn't you think it was weird when Doflamingo was fighting against Gear 4th Bounce Man, and he made a point to mention that Luffy was still stretchy and bouncy even while covered in hockey? This fruit's not normal. It seems to be jailbroken. A fruit that has the power to control would certainly be sought after by Emu and the world government. A fruit that can erase history. A fruit that can change its own name. What other powers might await? Well, gods are usually described as omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. And as we get into some of these godlike abilities, obviously, we're going to get the tinfoil hats on, because we're speaking about literal god level abilities. So Luffy, someday he might be all powerful. He might be able to communicate telepathically, kind of like what he's done with Momo already. And omnipresent, he could be aware of everything. He could truly become a wisdom king. Maybe he'll be able to read minds and read virtues. That's kind of like what he did during the Skypiea arc when he first meets Blackbeard. It's probably more like they. Although that's kind of an observation hockey type ability.
Yeah.
Perhaps he'll gain the wisdom to see into the future and the past of all JoyBoy reincarnations. This is like the most advanced form of observation hockey. It's like observation hockey on drugs to become all-knowing and wise. Another power-up is the power to unite, kind of like Bello Betty. Luffy already does this pretty well. But I'm sure if you put it into the wrong hands, this power could enslave the human race. Actually, all of the races, the world, recruiting everybody to do his will. Perhaps as a god, Luffy would be able to control all elements, like lightning. Maybe he's the one that actually saved himself from his execution when that lightning struck. Could he create a sun? Or maybe drop a planet out of orbit for all we know? What if Luffy can create new devil fruits? With a jailbroken fruit like the chosen god fruit, anything could be possible. For his awakening, what if he can manifest fate? To make his will the reality, to speak it into existence. Luffy could
it's getting wild, man, with these abilities.
Because he's going to be a god. He creates destiny. He's the sun god Nika. Thanks for watching and stay golden.
Now, I think at the end of that, it might have got a little too much for me. I don't know if I want all that for Luffy, man. That's just he don't need to be all super OP. I don't need all that. I like grounded Luffy, man. I like a grounded main character, right? We don't need to start getting the DBZ levels and all that. That's kind of where Naruto kind of dipped off for me, right? Like we're Shippuden, right? Like when they start getting to like ridiculous god levels, they introduce Kaguya. Like what? Where'd that come from? but yeah, we not talking about that. But that'd be ridiculous to have that so many powers though, man. I'm like, man, making new devil fruits, that's wild. I don't know. That's a little too much, man. That's a little too much for my but no, as far as this theory now, cause I seen Elson brought up Elids, right? And like Elids talks about, like, he has a theory about the sun god, and for his theory, they're more based off of transformations, right? They're based off like Gear 5, like a Gear 5 sun god. He also talks about a moon god, but I reacted to the sun god and the moon god, I want to say 2 weeks ago, so y'all definitely check that out. But so I definitely think Captain GoldenBoy is on to something, because he's not even the first person I really even heard talk about like a sun god form or anything, Now, as far as the sun god devil fruit, now that's definitely, he's the first person I've heard actually call it a Nika devil fruit, right? Because I heard a similar theory from Elids, but he talks about it more as a awakening or a transformation. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the only, but it's still similar though, right? The idea is still similar in a way. He just didn't call it the sun god devil fruit or the Nika devil fruit. But let me read these chats so I can catch up with you guys. Elson Jackington said, we've just gotta understand hockey better. Yeah. Angel's Room said, I like this theory. Jose said, isn't it a theory that Sanji is someone like King, like a Lunarian? Is that what you're saying? Is Sanji a Lunarian? I haven't heard that theory. But hey, if you see a theory like that, send it my way. You could definitely send it through the Discord, because if y'all want to send me videos to react to, the best place y'all can send it to any of my social media, but the best place where I you usually prioritize the videos I watch is the Discord, and the Discord, as well as my other social media, is going to be linked in the description box. So if you find that theory, send it my way. I'll check it out. But I haven't heard that theory of Sanji being like a Lunarian. It's interesting. I never thought about that. That's interesting. Angel's Room said fourth type of devil fruit. Fourth type of devil fruit. Expand on what you're saying. Expand on what you mean, Angel's Room. Fourth type of devil fruit. Oh, you mean like a zone, Parmesia, Logia, and then another type? I think this could still probably class. I don't know. What would this class, like Captain GoldenBoy? I see you still in the chat. What would this be classified as? Like, based on your theory, would this be a zone ability? Is this still Parmesia that we believe, or is it maybe a hybrid of a devil fruit class, right? Like a fourth devil fruit class we haven't talked about. Like, what's your ideas on that? A fourth type of devil fruit. Then we got Desness in the building. He said, hello, fellow pirates. How you doing, Bluff? I'm good, bro. I'm good. It's even better now that you're here, though. Where were you this whole time, man? Where have you been? Where you been, man? Oh, man. Goddamn, Desness. Desness, the stream does not start until you enter. Why? How you entering so late, though, man? Now the stream just got started, man. Dang. Elson Jackington says, Elid's series on hockey will open your mind to more possibilities. Most definitely. I think he's dropping a new part soon. I don't know when. But I think he said he was dropping another one. I think it was going to be kind of or I think he said he was going to probably do like a reaction to his old ones and kind of maybe if he had to maybe change any of his original thoughts. You know what I'm saying? But I think he wants to look at all of them and then revise them if he needs to. Something along that line. He stopped by in the chat one of the streams a couple days ago, but I haven't talked to him one-on-one. He's doing some personal stuff, so I'm just kind of leaving him alone. Desmond says, good GoldenBoy vid. Yeah, it was real. It was interesting. Definitely a new perspective of the Luffy's devil fruit, right? Captain GoldenBoy said, haha, that's why I said tenfold. I throw all possibilities at the end. I doubt that happens. But you know something? If again, like I know I keep saying this, but you say like you and Elids kind of got a very similar theory, right? Like he has a video where he talks about the sun god, like sun god Luffy and moon god Luffy. You know, you might be interested in that because he touches kind of a little of what you say, but you know, I guess his delivery and his way about going about it is a little different than yours, but it's still y'all still kind of got a very closely related theory, right? See, I doubt that happens. I just think it'd be like, man, that might be ridiculous because like who's gonna beat the man, If like maybe Eam is like ridiculously OP too. So Luffy might need a new arsenal of moves if he's facing Eam, you know, depending on how strong Eam is, right? Elson Jackinson said, "Good video, Golden Boy. Love your content. The backing track is so soothing." And Golden Boy thanked him and as well as Desness. Angel's Room said he made it sound like a fourth type to me. I don't know. Like, I get what you're saying, but I feel as though like with Promethea, like the Promethea type of devil fruit, it's like such a like randomized it's almost kind of like the other category, right? Like Logia, you got Logia, then you got Zone, where Logia is kind of a clear cut type of devil fruit, right? Like if you're Logia, you're going to be like an elemental type of user that can you're pretty much intangible. Besides like Yami Yami no Mi, you're not intangible. But most of the other ones, you have intangibility. You could pretty much become the element, all that. And then Zone is more like you're an animal. It's like a beast devil fruit. And then you got Promethea, which is kind of like everything else. You know, it's like magnetism, rubber, time manipulation. You could produce fire, but you can't really become fire, you know, or you could heat things up, or you can, the paw, like you could send people flying elsewhere, or, you know, like Promethea is a very jumbled up, like there's no clear cut, I guess, set of rules, I guess, to be a Promethea, right? Like it's just kind of like, it's such random. Like you could do almost like if you touch somebody, you turn them into a toy. Like a lot of the Promethea abilities are nothing alike compared to other Promethea, right? So I think any random devil fruit that doesn't fall under like a Zone or a Logia is just automatically going to be Promethea. You know, that's how I always looked at it. You know. All right, so I'm just trying to find where I was with the chat. My bad, y'all. Desert says sleeping is sitting corona out of my sweating corona out of my system. Hey man, I hope you get better out of it. I hope you get rid of that soon. You know, I know I had it a few weeks ago, and I don't know, it didn't really do much to me. I was coughing every once in a while. Yeah, I was still working, even though I probably shouldn't. Like, I was working with a mask, of course, and I try to stay away from people, but Captain Golden Boys, and I don't even know for sure if I had it. I just think I had it, right? Like I don't even know if I had it. I just know I was around somebody with it, and then I was coughing at times, so I think I had it. Captain Golden Boy said, based on my theory, I'm not quite sure. It could certainly be a mythical Zone, but maybe a special Promethea 2. Either way, I think it's a special fruit. Oh yeah, so you're pretty much talking about the whole 4th category of devil fruits, right? Maybe it is a 4th type, like the first fruit. I don't know, because this wouldn't be the first time we seen like a godly devil fruit, right? Like like Sengoku's devil fruit is like a godly, like a deity type devil fruit, right? So, I don't know. Like maybe it becomes a special zone, right? So kind of like a heat, and that's why I said the Hito, right? Like a Hito no Mi, sun god type, kind of like we got the Hita no Mi Buddha type. That's kind of what that's what I would kind of probably classify it. Elson Jacketon said, I feel like special Paras and Myth zones are hybrid devil fruits. Mochi Mochi Para X Logia properties. I think that's what makes them special, right? Because they almost carry traits of a different type, So I would agree with you, but I would say that it's special because it is a hybrid, right? So I could kind of agree with that, because when you look at like, let's say like Marco's devil fruit, it's a mythical devil fruit, but it kind of has some Logia-ish tendencies, right? So I kind of agree with you on that. Captain GoldenBoy said, I'm a dip, had fun. See you, bros. Hey, shout out to Captain GoldenBoy. Hey, I enjoyed the video. Thanks for stopping through as well. Shout out to Captain GoldenBoy. The link to his video is in the description box, so y'all make sure y'all go show him some love. Go give him a like, and if you like his content, go subscribe. Angel's Room said bye. I don't know if I guess you're telling him bye. Elson Jackson said, but it might just be due to their hockey. The specialness, are you talking about like the specialness of their devil fruit might be due to their hockey? Desmond says, okay, but yeah, I like his video. People still think it's resin, glue, or oil. I am convinced with Hanuman. See, I think all those theories are so similar, right? Like I think, I mean, they're different to where it's going to be like maybe one of them will be right, but I think they're so similar to where you could just say any of them, and then it would be like, like your reasoning still is correct. It's just you was just wrong on which actual mythical being you chose as your theory. Right now, if you went the Hanuman or the Sun Wukong, which I kind of like the Hanuman more than the Sun Wukong, but I still think they're equally both feasible, right? And then you got the Sun God, which again still feasible. So whichever one you guys choose, it's all good. But I think they're all pretty similar. I think they're all pretty similar. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much all I got for the reaction video. I could stay a little bit, make sure, if you guys want to chat some more. But Angel Room said elastic fruit, doesn't say yeah. What the next one say? Says could be a mix too. It could be, you know what I'm saying? It could be. I kind of like the Sun God Nika idea over the Wukong and the Hanuman. The reason why I like that idea because it's kind of like Nika is kind of an original character for One Piece, right? So it could almost like saying Sun God Nika could entail the Wukong and the Hanuman, right? It could still entail those things, but in more of a original character, such as Nika. You know, like Nika could be the representation of the Wukong and the Hanuman. You know, so I kind of do like the the Nika, the idea that it's Nika, right? Elson Jackson said, brother, really enjoying your reaction videos. I appreciate it, my guy. My guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. I'm not your buddy friend. I'm not your friend guy. Angel Room says, see you, man. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Let me give my shout outs. I'm gonna give my shout outs, then I'm gonna wrap this up. Shout out to Angel's Room, you know. Shout out to Elson Jackington. Shout out to Evil for coming through. You know, so I always like having Evil, man. Shout out to Captain GoldenBoy. You know, y'all go show him some support. Show him some love. Shout out to Shane Burns. Shout out to One Life Man. And shout out to Hotzi, who just became a subscriber. Shout out to Hotzi. And shout out to Desness, of course. You know, Desness always coming through, man. Desness sick right now, man. He comes through and shows some love. You know, even though he be late, man, I'll be kind of disappointed because, you know, stream don't start without Desness. You know what I'm saying? Stream don't start without Desness. Yeah, man, shout out to all you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for stopping through, supporting, you know, interacting or engaging. You know, y'all definitely make these streams what they are. You know I'm up here talking, but, you know, I feed off of you guys. You know, like y'all make sure that I'm saying the right stuff, you know, and I'm not working off of wrong information. You know, y'all do all that, man, and I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate y'all. That's why, you know, I always try to be consistent with these streams. You know, even sometimes I can't. Sometimes I just can't. You know, life, right? Life. But you guys still show up and y'all show out, you know. So it's very appreciated, y'all. Desmond said, thank you. Love y'all. Hey, Desmond, man, we love you too, man. We love you too. But yeah, anyway, make sure y'all show your boys some love and hit that like button, subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on my Facebook page. And if you're looking for a One Piece community to be a part of, we have the One Piece Facebook group, we have the One Piece Discord, and all of these will be in the description box below, as well as the video we just reacted to. So y'all make sure y'all go show Captain GoldenBoy some love. But anyway, it's your boy Sean P, the Bluff God, and I am out of here. Peace.